5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Should you pass or play Particula today? I wanted to make this video, so I decided, I'd get on that roulette site that circled up your Steam games, and I did not realize when I wanted to start this series how many shitty games I really have. So I do not advise you guys to buy those hot random key games, because most of them just aren't any good. And that's where I got this game, and it's not good, guys. But let's go ahead and get into the review. The concept of Particula is that you're in your subconscious and you're trying to kill all the negative thoughts so that they don't get to your subconscious, or I don't know. It's really kind of it's interesting concept, but as you can see in the gameplay, it's really simplistic. So basically, in this game, it's just a traditional tower defense game. It's really casual. It's just something that you can go and, sip some coffee, drink a soda, just kick back in your PJs and play for, a couple hours. Not that you'd want to play for a couple hours. I couldn't stand playing 25 minutes. I was happy by the time that I lost all my lives, which, by the way, you get less than 10 at the start. I believe that is no matter what difficulty you put that on, because I tried two different difficulties and they were about the same each time. So there's no getting past that. So if you're paying easy, it's not really that easy. You get some extra money at the start, that's about it. So yeah, basically there's these little white dots on the side of the lanes where you get to summon your towers. And once you summon your towers, they'll go pew, pew, pew and kill the sadness and the shame and the regrets in your life. You basically just keep suppressing them so they don't get to your mind. Suppression, suppression, suppression. That's what the psychiatrists say. Suppress your true feelings. Set yourself free. It's really a neat concept. You have to try really hard to screw up a tower defense game. They're just so simple and stuff. You just gotta put some effort in, and that's where the problem lies in this game. I look at this game and it is an unfinished pile of dog feces. There was a lot of potential here, especially with the artwork in the background. I really enjoyed it. I am a big fan of space, so if you're really not into that art, it's just a background, you can deal with it. The concept of fighting back your sadness and your inner demons was kind of cool too. It was kind of unique in the sense of I've never seen a tower defense game do that before, but at the same time, it's just a tower defense game. You're not really there for the story. But it was neat. What the true problem is the sheer lack of towers, the lack of strategy. You've got one tower that is based on slowing enemies or your thoughts, one tower that is based on doing a lot of damage to those thoughts, and another that is like a combination of the two. It slows and does additional damage. That's really not much of a variety, especially whenever you consider that the slow one, the one that's supposed to slow the enemies down, it does the same amount of base damage as the one that does damage. The only difference is the one that does damage has a special ability that does additional damage over time. So you use those three towers to start killing these thoughts and gaining money, or energy in this game. Once you get enough energy, you can continue to upgrade those towers just like a traditional tower defense game, and they become stronger. It's 10 more attack is cost 1,250 energy, and you can increase their speed, but all the stats are the same. They all do 15 damage at the start until you level up the damage, and they all cost the same. They all look the same. They're all just dots of light, except they're different colors, but that's pretty lazy. I mean, how hard is it to, I don't know, draw some freaking arms on the dots, or maybe add some unique sounds whenever they attack, do something to differentiate the towers, or even the mobs that you're killing. The only difference is every now and then there'll be one that's bigger and they have different names above them, but they're just dots. They're just bad thoughts that you need to destroy. There's no uniqueness. It was just like, oh hey, I'm gonna get on this paint program and do some blobs, and there you go. There's your mob. Oh hey, that worked well for the mobs. Let's make some blobs, and oh hey, there's your towers. Oh man, this is cool. This is so easy. It's not good, guys. In fact, it's so bad that you can get a 3-pack right now for 50 cents. So, that is about 13 cents to buy this game, and for 2 of your friends each. 13 cents each. Yet, this game still has a 64% rating on Steam. For one person, it's $1. How can such a cheap game get such a shitty review? And I tell you, it's because this game is worse than 90% of the Flash games that you can get on the internet for free. If you want a good tower defense game, this is not it. Go online and play, like, I don't know, Warcraft tower defense or something. I used to play that all the time. Or Balloons tower defense. I mean, that game is 10,000 times better than this, and it's free. Oh, I forgot. The reason why they sell 3-packs is because this game is a 3-person multiplayer game. Now, I didn't get any footage of that because there was only one server and it was full, and there were no other servers, so the multiplayer is basically non-existent unless you have 2 other friends that you can give the game and then play. Even still, I haven't been able to test it, but I assume you need to port forward, go through all that. So I mean, if you live with your parents and they're not cool with that, I mean, tough titty, you gotta play with yourself. There's 3 maps. All of them really kind of suck. I only played 2 of them, so I can't say about the 3rd. But it was basically the same, just, you know, different. The background was the same. The music was the same. There was no really difference other than the lane changes. There's 3 towers. 9 if you included the upgraded ones, because you get the 750 energy one, and that's basically, it's just a little pea shooter. Then you get a $5,000 one, energy one, and it's a lot better than your little pea shooter. And then you get the 15,000 energy one, and I haven't even gotten that because I've been too focused on the limited amount of towers that you can place down and how you're supposed to manage your space, because there are these hard points, and there's not very many of them on some maps. It's virtually impossible to put enough towers down to actually get through the level. Oh, and speaking of which, the first level, the first wave, you can't kill them all because you are only having like 1,000 energy, so you can only get 1 tower, and by the end of it, the tower only kills a couple of the mobs when there's like 3 or 4, and you don't get enough money from the mobs to get another tower. So basically, you just lose a life or 2 at the first. There's nothing you can do about that. You're screwed. So the game is very basic. There's nobody that plays it. You got limited lives. The maps aren't balanced. And there's very little to do. It was an interesting concept. It's really cheap. The multiplayer's there. It's just not popular. And the background was kind of cool, but, you know, it gets boring after a while because it's the same for every map and there's no changing it. So, Particula. Should you pass or should you play? This is a 100% pass. Just stay away from this game, guys. It's bad. It's just not good. There are so many other tower defense games out there that are worth your money, and this isn't worth a nickel. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I really enjoyed setting it up and filming it. I plan on doing this in the future, so if there's any video games that you guys would like me to review, it doesn't have to be on PC. I also have a PS3, and there's emulators out there. So if there's any game that you would like me to review, go ahead and put it in the comments section below, and I'll be sure to look into it. Again, thank you guys for watching my video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, especially if you want more like this in the future.
Don't taste me rushing, keep your words naked. You got me blushing.